set on the stream currently, but we're going to get right onto it. This is the Kirby. This is the Red Menace, the Red Chewing Gun.
Yeah, honestly, I think against Ridley, it's always very, very difficult just because Ridley Nair just almost invalidates your entire character until you can use some of the airspeed that Kirby might have. The multiple jumps, both characters have them, and you definitely have to mix it up as much as you can. That's a really big factor for both of them.
Yeah, I think that edgeguards are going to show us a lot of their game plan, how far they're willing to take it. Ridley also has access to that up B into the ledge, which is a pretty much guaranteed spike. There's nothing Kirby can do against that. And also, I have seen Guilheww go for the down B a lot to try and trade with Ridley's up B, but it usually just clanks. Ridley doesn't care.
Yeah, what I find interesting is that because we're on Town and City, which I mean I wouldn't have expected for a first game. This could be very kind of important for how the neutral goes. We know that when platforms are gone, it's very difficult for one character to land, so the Sharky becomes super important. Ridley is one of those characters that can really do that so well, but not even necessary in this situation because you get the back air. That does the job on Town and City. Small blast zones on the side.
And Guilheww is going to take advantage of some of these distributions differently. As you can tell, he is more than willing to go really close to the top blast zone whenever Nair is on top of him. Like you said, multiple jumps and all, but those might come and hurt Nair in the long run because Guilheww is so willing to burn his own as well. Oh, but this edgeguard, super solid read from Nair. He knew where Guilheww was going to be. The backer is going to close it, and Guilheww does get his own stock, but it's a pretty big disadvantage still.
Yeah, I mean, taking the stock, but then getting put right back on the defensive is unfortunately kind of how it goes. I like the read on the plat, trying to get the side B. That would have been very, very high, but unfortunately, Guilheww not able to get it in this situation, so kind of has to back off, reset, and then wait to see if Nair's going to overextend. Some of these, like, long-range options, Nair can just kind of throw them out for free, and Guilheww not able to find the opening here.
And also the hurt box shifting is going to hurt him a lot. He has to commit. No disjoint, no nothing, no invincibility in that ledge either. That's going to be game one and a 2-stack at that. And like I told you, Guilheww has been super close to taking sets off of him. This might have looked really good for Nair, but I swear, dude, trust me, he has gotten some solid games before. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, wild stuff. I mean, using the full range of that down smash, you saw it. The wingspan is massive, and it catches the ledge hang, particularly on a thin ledge like Town and City's. Kirby stood no chance. The red puffball in this situation just sent off into the nether. So we'll see if there's some adjustments. I think, again, it's a bit of an uphill battle, I would imagine, for Kirby. Nair using the best tools that Ridley has to really make this as difficult as possible.
Yeah, taking advantage of the fact that Kirby has to commit as well. I mean, the lack of disjoints and stuff. Oh, yep. Actually, we're going to keep on pushing the battle of the disjoints, it seems, and now we're going to see top deck a lot more. Also, you might see that the bounce comes through and all. You might think, well, this is a bit useless. Kirby has no true projectiles other than his up B. Well, no, having bounce activated gives you a higher chance of getting some other spells, so you kind of want it activated either way.
Yeah, exactly. It just takes it off the menu for you. So now we're using some of these good buffs as well. What we didn't see earlier was getting a lot of buffs in the hero game that we saw Nair in earlier. So he's opting to go for Psych Up, and I like it. It's a really good option, and unfortunately just not able to get anything on that menu. So that is an opportunity for Guilheww to kind of take back stage control. Unfortunately, it's just an uphill battle at that because Nair is still on the offensive all the time.
And of course, when you see him going back, it's always to recover center stage. You don't usually see him go to platforms and all. He is always trying to capitalize off of where Guilheww is, and he is so far away usually. And now it's only a matter of, hey, when are you going to run into my back air? You just know that something big is coming, a big hit is coming. He keeps fishing for it, he might miss, but he keeps racking up percent at the very least. And there we go, that's the first stock.
Yeah, and that's a long range vertically on that forward air, which is a really great way to catch Kirby pancaking. Obviously, it's a great way to kind of shrink your hitbox and try to avoid some of these things. However, Hero, particularly with how that hitbox works, can actually catch out on that and has been doing well so far.
Yes, and catching Guilheww on his drift as well. I mean, Kirby, oh my lord! You saw how close that was to hitting, right? That was just about to come out, and Guilheww would have absolutely died there, but he makes it out alive somehow. And, well, it seems that Guilheww...
There it is.
Yep, that's gonna do it. Oh,
The footstool too.
footstool. Wow.
I don't even know. Like, I guess used up too many of their jumps, and plus the footstool. Very, very interesting. I would say, like, unconventional, but still really, really good stuff. I knew that the Crackle Slash was coming out, and well-timed there by Nair to get the freeze.
And also, keep in mind that Guilheww constantly burns through his jumps, so I think Nair is kind of keeping a mental count of how many he has burned so far. The resource counting is super hard against Kirby, but when you keep that in mind, you know when to pressure, and of course, top decking might not be the best idea sometimes, but most of the time it's paid off, so why stop? Just stop and read a little bit, but that's gonna do it! That's the set, and I swear a 3-stock is not what I expected. Actually, a 5-stock, technically.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely insane because the hero was going all out, and what I thought was a good opportunity for Guilheww there was right close to the end. Nair had completely run out of MP, used all of his abilities, and then ended up getting 2 or 3 melee hits, and then all of a sudden didn't even need the MP in the end, gets it off a back air, but yeah, Guilheww, unfortunately, I think they either thought that that was too good of an opportunity to pass up and got punished for it, or they